Alright. The name is Dale, doing the album review for the new Freddie Gibbs, Gangsta Gibbs, and Madlib project album called Bandana. This album review is done on behalf of Audio Liquor Mag, Audio Liquor Magazine. Gonna give you a brief history on Freddie Gibbs as I know it. I believe he was signed to Young Jeezy's label, who is just Jeezy now, back in like 2006, but that label never dropped the album, a solo album from Freddie Gibbs before he left. I don't know why he left the label before he dropped the album. I believe it was some conflict there. I don't know all the details. But Freddie Gibbs really didn't get on my radar into my listening ears until he dropped the album with Madlib, the first album they did called Pinata. I had heard about him and I knew of him previously to that. I heard him on features and different things of that nature, but I really didn't start following his solo career until after that album dropped. I was such a fan of Madlib's production. I was like, if he's doing a whole album with this guy must have something. So I was really digging that album and I started kind of following his career since then. I have like 2 solo projects from Freddie Gibbs that I've heard. One's called Shadow of a Doubt, which is just okay. Then another one called You Only Live Twice, which I thought was a very solid album, kind of underrated. I didn't hear his last solo project, which was called Freddie. I was told it was a lot of singing on there. I wasn't really too interested in that. Not really into these rappers and so-called rappers doing these singing albums where they trying to sing. I'm just not into that. I don't think it's just too much of that. But I digress. But anyway, I ain't gonna knock him for wanting to do a fun experimental album. But he's done collaboration albums as well. He has done EPs. He's done mixtapes, of course. I actually reviewed a collaboration album that he made with Currency and The Alchemist last year called Fetty. You can check that out on YouTube if you haven't already. And I've been a fan of Madlib's production since like maybe the late 90s, early 2000s. I believe he got his break or his introduction to the hip hop world with the group Loop Pack like in the mid 90s. And he's done collaboration albums with MF Doom, the Mad Villain album, which is considered a cult classic. People swear by that album. I really like that album too. And he also did an album with the late great Jay Dilla called J-Lib. That was a solid album. He's done production for Talib Kweli, Mos Def, De La Soul, Blue, Strong Arm Steady. He did a whole album with Strong Arm Steady and also did a whole album with Guilty Simpson. So I really like his production. It's very sample heavy, very like obscure sounds. Can be a little weird and odd at times, but I really dig it. So I'm going to get into the review of the new Freddie Gibbs and Madlib album called Bandana. Not going to go into detail with every track. I think it's like 15 songs total. But one of the highlight tracks is called Half Man, Half Cocaine. Drug hustling rap, shit talking. Freddie Gibbs is like one of the best shit talkers right now. The beat changes up. And when it changes up, it turns into ugly face music. Hard hitting. I really dig this song. You got another track called Crime Pays. Love the sample singing on the hook or the chorus, however you want to label it. More drug talk, more street shit. You know, that's his thing. Massage Seats. That's another track. Has like a slow down dance hall beat. Nasty. Really dig it. Freddie like flips a lot of NBA metaphors and kind of relates them and turns them to like crime shit to trap talk. I really dig it. You got another track called Paul Marlov featuring Pusha T and Killer Mike. Killer Mike is just on the hook. Freddie and Pusha, they kill it. Love the sample. they use. It has a dirty sound, real dirty sound with the static from the records and all that, but I love it. Got another track called Fake Names. The art of storytelling. He's telling a story about some crime shit. Love when the beat changes up. You got Flat Tummy T. That's another track. Hard beat. Really like the beat. He has this line that says something like Supreme Mathematics. I'm on the right course. I took the sword and knocked the white Jesus from the white horse. He had lines like that in there. I really dig it. This dude can rap. I like his style. He got some lines. Got another track called Situations. More good thug rap. He has a line in there called he has a line in there where he says, "You are a sidewalk nigga. The streets ain't in you." He be saying shit like that I really dig. That I find funny and clever. He got another track called Giannis. That's referring to the football player, Lord. The NBA player, Giannis Batumbo, the Greek Freak, featuring Anderson .Paak. Ugly Face music, nasty beat. Anderson .Paak is like perfect on this song. I like the singing style. It's like the perfect match for this beat. I really dig it. One of my favorites on the album. Got another track called Cataracts. I really dig the hook. Freddie, saying this shit again. He got lines. This is one of my favorite joints as well. Got another joint on there called Education, featuring Yasir Bey, formerly known as Mos Def. Black Thought. I believe it's the same sample Kanye West used on the last Nas album called Bonjour. That joint. Very light on drums, very dirty. It has a real analog sound, quality sound to it, but it works. And you have another track called Soul Right. It's a good way to end the album off. It was one song on it that I didn't care for called Goddamn or Goddamn. It's mostly him singing, trying to sing. I really couldn't get into that joint. And yeah, it had another track called Practice, which is pretty solid, but I have to be in the mood to listen to that. I believe they use a Donny Hathaway sample. Very light on drums, if any drums. The singing carries the song. It's solid, but like I said, I have to be in a particular mood to want to hear it. And he has another joint that pretty much starts the album off called Freestyle Shit. One long verse. He goes in. I have to be in the mood to hear this joint too. Old sample, you got singing in the sample throughout the whole verse. Very light on drums again. But it works, but like I said, I have to be in the mood to hear it. Overall, this album is incredible. I think it's the best album so far this year. Which is not saying much because this hasn't been a great year for albums in my opinion. I mean, I haven't heard everything, but the albums I've heard been solid or just good, not nothing that blew my mind. This has been the best that I've heard so far in this 2019 year. I would give it an A-. I was kind of going back and forth. Is it a B+? Is it an A-? I'm going to lean a little to the A- side. It just reaches the A- level to me. I highly recommend you get it. That's all I've been bumping since I got this joint. So there you have it. I'm done. I'm finished.